Un saluto a tutti e bentornati su Zat Factor. Eccoci con Baldur's Gate 3. Siamo all'inizio del ponte del dragone che ci porterà verso Baldur's Gate. Dobbiamo trovare l'omicida del padre Lorgan e indagare sui doppelganger che abbiamo trovato.
Outsiders. Enough, Ketzer. Sir, you need to stay clear. Take it somewhere else. My hands are full. Damned outsiders. Swarming the place.
Cattiva che è questa. La sentinella d'acciaio. Porca troia, 206 di vita c'ha. Livello 11. Ma questo è forte, mi non farà incazzare.
Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Intanto c'è un mega spadone dietro, che roba.
Great! We can bond with 10 other people and pay none of them has to sleeping in the gutter, then that benefits.
No, quello non si può parlare. Vediamo un po'. Ah, qua c'è finalmente una tappa. Tratto mediano del ponte del dragone. Questa carezza di Sharez, ok, è quella la locanda degli arpisti. Infatti c'è una che suona l'arpa come insegna. A posto. No, non c'è niente. Prima che si entra alla locanda poi c'è anche Voss. E non vorrei che Stamberga di freddo. E c'è un gatto che dorme.
We are not
Andare su. Allora, saliamo.
and if a patron confuses me for a member of staff.
Keep your distance, darling.
Fai la tua magia, Stario.
With pleasure.
Let's move. Maybe even
Oh oh. Ciao. Forzieri di Dream. Crisca, Beni, Rodana, Aquilia. Fion. Legno di legno.
Just think. Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You burnt your head recently. Didn't you spot 'em by the gate? Big metal bastards. Even bigger swords. It's alright, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Petras il pallido.
We should go.
Altri
I
vampiri.
do not want to face the master if we're late for his black mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the master. No more are needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord grants us
Ah, gli ha
freedom,
detto che
I can
avranno la
celebrate
libertà.
by drinking them dry.
Libertà di morire.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion. It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do.
Adesso comincia a tirarsela.
Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother, please.
Proviamo a convincere Astario. Al pelo.
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but
Se necessario.
if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And
Ultime
now
parole
we know he's
famose.
skulking
Non può
beneath
essere
his
peggio.
palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Oh, vabbè.
What a day.
lockpicking is attracting attention.
Cazzo c'avevo dietro. Scusa. Sì, mi comporto bene. Fammi salvare, quello che... Ma se mi dessi una batosta in testa. Senti, devo guardare qua. Te ne vai. Ah no, c'è qua una scala nascosta.
Got a long road ahead.
Siamo nel posto giusto.
Shapeshifters.
Portoni di metallo. Un poco spoiler.
Let's get going.
Scusa, se a me dice che è bloccato a stare, perché non gli dà bloccato? Ah, perché lo devo spostare. Ah, così. Proprio automaticamente siamo dentro. C'è una catena.
Alert. Near the bed.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Fion Gold Grind.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Armatura di cuoio scarlatta. +1 alle prove di furtività. Ma non... Ah, questo qua che ha ucciso la duchessa.
List of names. Father Logan's on here. Crossed off. A target list, perhaps. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Logan's name is written here too.
Pergamena strappata. Mm. Chirurgico. Vabbè, abbiamo trovato il covo dell'assassino, ma dovevamo trovare lui. Anzi, aspetta. Cosa c'era qua? Niente. Quindi, ah, porzione di Fion.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being
Ma che palle questo. Bene, se ne va. Dobbiamo controllare il forziere di questa Fion. E abbiamo anche un'altra chiave floreale. Ma non mi ricordo di chi è. Chiave selunita. Ah, poi abbiamo qui le mazze di chiavi. Vabbè. Un cappello che non ce ne facciamo niente. Eccolo qua. Vabbè.
And if a patron whistle confuses me for a member of Storia,
I'd probably
Avventuriera Rosanna, avventuriero Dream.
money is a luxury.
Vabbè,
We can bond with 10 other people and pray
qui
none
abbiamo
of them
scoperto
has
quello che
sticky fingers.
dovevamo. Quindi adesso dobbiamo andare a far vedere
Sleeping in the gutter, then that
quello che abbiamo scoperto.
brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Ciao, proviamo a parlare con l'investigatrice. Investigatrice Valeria.
Another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
Hang on a sec. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh,
Che
and
morirà
you'll
questo
know this
Valeria.
pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
L'ho preso abbastanza bene. Salvacondotto per la città bassa, ok.
And their virility.
Così possiamo entrare.
Keep the blade close. Give me strength. Easy.
Looking ahead.
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Perfetto. Senza volerlo abbiamo preso qualcosa di molto utile. Ma questi stanno facendo cose? Queste. Ma a vedere, magari possiamo invocarci. Che fanno?
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm. Soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Olè. Ciao.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Cazzo. Cosa
Your
succede?
head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
È diventata un mind flayer? Eh sì. Oh madonna mia. Non ce l'hanno fatta.
Can you feel death's cold grip? On my way.
Bravo Stario. Questo potrebbe essere una cosa positiva o negativa?
Tactical.
Non sbagliare.
On I go.
Porca puttana. Ti ho detto di non sbagliare, cazzo. Boh, vediamo. Sì. No, 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 no. Vabbè, andatevene a fanculo te e quell'altro. A posto.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles
Che è
yet
sta
more
noise
fearsome.
in
But
all'into?
no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty.
Ah,
It floats
sei
like a
innamorata del mind
butterfly.
flayer.
Its blood shimmers like silver. Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a
Ah,
beat.
è una succube?
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
Vabbè. A posto. Domanda, posso rubare le cose o si incazza? No, non dice niente. Meglio così. Un po' di cuoio. Va bene. Perché mi fanno andare sui tetti se tanto non c'è nulla? Vabbè. C'è niente. Boh. Ah, per accedere di lì. Pronto a parare. Stanno facendo cose qua dentro. Antro del diavolo.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have
Raphael.
it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
Succede?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden. One that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. If he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope.
Cosa vuoi in cambio?
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
Ovvero?
There it is. Of course.
I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one. Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Però così salveremmo Gale.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
Finalmente mi ha detto cosa vuole. Sì.
For the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Però è vero, con le gemme netteresi potrei usarla io la corona.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Non lo so. Non mi fido di Raphael, sinceramente.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? anxious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I'm glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it. No matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Vabbè, nel caso posso sempre accettare. Eventuali accordi extra, però. Esattamente dove trovo gli artisti? Proviamo con Voss.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, thanks to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
Boh, un altro verso
Wasting your
martello.
time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Non lo so, non lo so.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Sono Mizora, Zariel.
You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends.
Azaria.
Corilla is my name.
Ah, no.
I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. Nothing wrong with that. I hope you make the right choice. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Vabbè. Mamzer Amira.
A weary traveler, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Sweetie, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweetie.
Ah, la ninfa,
The
quella là.
client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Vabbè, qua. A me piacerà qua gli artisti. casino, ragazzi. Che casino.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. It's pleasant in its ways.
Does the hand
Up there, Danthron's dancing ass. The Harper Safe House divinity.
armor was involved? Set your worries and
Not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon stop acting on its own will.
Our stock
Lascia
isn't used.
danzante.
It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing. How may I be of service?
Vediamo che cos'hai. Cavolo, buono questo. Minchia, 3500 costa sta roba qua. Duellante armonico. Un po' caro.
Greetings, sir. How may I be of service? Harper's. I'm afraid I've more chancers than champions. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise. Here's the key. The others are below. And bearing bad news by the looks of it. Thank you. Right, Sonny. You're on the door till our friends are done. God's forbid we do any business today.
Ok. Devo capire dove devo andare però. Sono pozioni. Serratura chiusa. Stario, pensaci tu.
How for a skeleton king?
No time to rest.
Prendiamo noi. Zaino, pipa, balsamino, cristallo viridiano, vabbè, lasciamo tutto lì. Qua.
You are not Chihira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
Bernaldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Salona's tears as some kind of code.
Vediamo se ce la facciamo. Puttana. Per uno. La bombassa.
Stare at me. Study me. This Harper's face bores me. Perhaps I'll steal yours next.
Ok.
Under their noses.
Bravo. Altro andato. Ah, non male.
Got to press on.
Cazzo però. Allora, vediamo cosa si può fare qua. Ah, questi oggetti posso lanciare? Ma, stavo meglio. Un po' deludente. Tutte le cinesi.
Your soul is
vediamo se ce la fa fare un saltino. Puttana. Sbagliato. Ora adesso è per vantaggio? No. Cazzo però, non me lo ammazzare questo però, che è l'unico artista che ho.
Need to stay focused.
Orange doppelgangers. Many has she brought to Bal's side, I wonder.
Che è successo?
Thank you. I'm alive. That's more than the others can say. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Oh, thank the gods. You're the first friendly face I've seen in days. Old Dan Thelon included. The others, they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet until we started to ask about the Rashomon. The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place.
Muoviti.
Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomon, they do not want him found.
Oh, sono incoglionito. Vabbè. Situazione di merda. Oh, merdaccia. Quello che tenevo il diario che non erano acquisti in una struttura degli acquisti, quindi bastava che quello leggesse il diario per fotterlo. No, lui.
No one stopped me yet.
Oh. sa che dovrò andare a parlare con Jahira e spiegarle tutto. Casino. Questi arpisti veramente sono un po' inutili.
To meet my mother and father.
Un po' tanto inutili. Vabbè, noi continuiamo la nostra esplorazione.
Depends on the person. And their grade. I'd recommend 2 doses.
Yes, darling.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can... Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, but if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Gums has you covered. A killer? That's... Gods. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it... Sounds good. Get you something a bit... fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calm's Gums.
Sta buono.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired their mission. Said they gave up their entire lives so we could live safely and asked for nothing in return.
Put him up! Put him up! Yay! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever... As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. It's a good job I ran into you.
Ah, è a posto quello? Dov'è il suo fratello? No? Aiuta quello lì. Ah, no, non è. Dove? Dove? Dov'è Figaro?
Gandhi who invented the steel watch.
Invented the steel watch?
No, he merely
No, però.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
Which makes him the... Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
Ah, ma qua sono già salito. Era il piano di sotto che non sono andato.
I sense some hesitation.
Ma sa tanto che non c'è. Piano di sotto. O forse sì. Sì.
How delicious. Simple.
Topo. Non topo.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Dunque qua Rivington. A che c'è al suo posto? Rivington. Non dovremmo avere nulla da fare, se non va a che ovviamente abbiamo frenzonato e basta. Dovremmo solo entrare in città, dall'altra parte. Anche sì. Andiamo a parlare con Jaira. Non è che quella bambina lì mi preoccupa.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. Ah. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my heart searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jahira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days. Which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
È scappata.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Ma io so già come passare oltre, quindi... Mago di Waterdeep, non deve dirmi niente. Lasciamolo lì ai suoi affari. E niente, usciamo.
The librarian does this thing with
E dove sono finito?
on all fours and
Sto ponte.
The lips that
baton. If your mighty was
Invented the steel
Yes,
watch.
darling, it's very leather-like.
No, he merely
Allora, salviamo.
the Gondians built the steel watch.
Chiediamo di passare.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Might be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Yep. Lower the gates!
Grazie. Tra l'altro c'erano anche altri metodi per entrare, secondo me. Tipo da là. Sto curioso di provare questi metodi. Vabbè.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorn. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Sgamati subito. Ma proprio subito ci hanno sgamati.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Questa passerebbe. Allora, questo è Rivington. E va bene. Qua c'è il ponte. E qua dove si va? Anche non muore dalla
If
voglia.
it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble.
Sono dietro l'altro.
Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Perché non vuoi parlare?
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit.
Verso la città bassa. Sì, dai, proviamoci.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash
Sì, sta buona. Adesso dovrò combattervi tutti. Qui chi c'è?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into...
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
Minchia che pelo.
I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually, I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. No! I mean, I'm just... My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home.
Someone there?
Qui lo rubo io per te.
This guard caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell.
Cazzo. Che palle. Cioè, quello che stavo provando prima mi denuncia a me. Assurdo.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the orders table.
You notice the gnome slip a...
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
Ma questo è più facile.
Gods, I hope they haven't... That ferry's my last chance out of here. But she's got to have something that'll cover the rest of my fare. How do you know about that? I told them I'll get the money in time. Not my fault they're charging triple. Take your money, my ass. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just... Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. Thank you.
Però scappa. No, vedi.
A crooked touch.
This guard caught you picking a
Come
lock.
cazzo ha fatto a beccarmi che gioco di spalle?
Lock of your very own.
Pensavo che dandogli i soldi, se andasse fuori dalla minchia, io prendo tutta la roba qua. Vabbè.
Time for discretion.
Figa. Salviamo, che un po' le abbiamo svaligiate. Già che questo aveva ciò che gli serviva. Vediamo se è vero. Che bastardo. Vabbè.
All's well that ends.
Siamo fatti un po' di...
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
un po' rientrati dalla spesa, però non so, magari abbiamo fatto bene, magari no.
I don't know, dear. Enter the house before the fire started. All we can do is be prepared.
My friend means to say is
Però c'è niente.
Gortash is expecting you.
I almost believed you
Please
this time.
make your
Are they
way
going to
the
arrest us?
audience chamber.
What if they throw us in jail?
Yeah, it won't happen, I
Va
swear.
bene. Abbiamo solo una via da perseguire, però io boh, non sono troppo convinto, ragazzi. Questa è ancora un'azione.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Ravengard is a charlatan, and every last patriarch in this wretched city.
Dai.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Lo so che mi
Please make your
aspetta.
way to the audience chamber.
Qua c'è una leva, esatto. Vedete, per entrare nella fortezza in modo poco consono. Dai, tanto abbiamo il viaggio veloce per salire poi. Ah, è di qua, ecco che non me lo dava. Porca puttana.
We can't rely on the Harpers. Not when Orin has them infested with shapeshifters.
Che cazzo. Crepa nel muro per la prigione. Questo è interessante. Questa è la strada che avevamo visto da là. Capire dove porta, ragazzi. Li salgo e non ci interessa. Aspetta che qua forse c'è qualcosa. C'è una scala. La peppa.
Don't touch me. Hardly a challenge.
All right. What now?
Salva. Cavolo, siamo al piano della coronazione. E piuttosto prima provare ad andare alla prigione. Che magari troviamo il Granduca e lo salviamo. Magari. Però prima vediamo cosa c'è qua. Troppo veloce, non mi stanno dietro gli altri. Ah, di lì. Infatti dicevo, cavolo, non sembrava di essere così. In un punto. Ma andava a fare.
That might be worth a look. I'm way too big.
Ma adesso risalire. Conviene fare il ghiaccio rapido.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Tanto era.
I can't really place that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
Now they call for the steel watch.
Passaggio.
We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
I spoke to a witness who says you...
What now?
Storia.
With pleasure.
grande.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
C'è un... Saliamo. Lo sta dormendo. Oh. Via, 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 via. Oh, oh, viene proprio di qua, no.
Careful.
Veloce.
I'm light. Should be easy.
Dai, Stario. Tutti dentro. Se andiamo per pureo, prendi tutto. Perché sa che ci toccherà combattere. Prepariamoci. Ah, non ci dice niente.
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Older Ravengard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. No more sulking. Unlock my cell. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
Allora, qua salviamo. Ce ne sono altro da tirare fuori. Appena questo se ne va, potrei lanciargli una cosa di sonno. Ah, io ho salvato. Comunque.
Trust no one.
Vabbè, non è difficile.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Merda. Ah, questo sarebbe stato il passaggio. Non lo so. Però sarebbe stato fattibile. Aspetta. Salviamo lei. Andiamo di lì. Finché la porta non è aperta. Siamo sopra di lì e scendiamo di là. Ah, però ci vedono fuori. Allora, aspettare un attimo. Che sto 8-8. L'obiettivo è far andare di qua. E di qua dovrebbe esserci il passaggio, sicuramente. Poi di tirarlo giù. Tirarlo giù con questo per forza. Dai. Dai. Buongiorno. Ok, dobbiamo portarla qua. Sostanza. Devo salire di lì, aspettare che passi e poi andare di là. Ok.
Well, hello.
Falla finita.
Let's go. Moving.
Never a dull moment. Breathe deep and move.
The mission has to come first. No time to dally.
Don't be shy. Light as air.
Ok. Cazzo! Fatto vederla. Meno che faccio andare solo a Starion con lei. In 4 siamo in troppi. Voi venite qua. E aspettateci.
A crooked touch.
Facciamo il prossimo giro per liberarla. O se non si riesce neanche così è impossibile farla stealth. Ok, salviamo da qua.
Neither seen nor heard.
Ma puttana troia. È quella mongola lì che non si tira giù. Devo aprire la cella, tirare giù tutti e due e sperare.
Into the shadows. Over there.
Ti puoi nascondere?
Like I'm dreaming, but awake.
Ce l'abbiamo fatta a farla salire di sopra.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Starion sta lì, te sali un pochino più su, grazie. Salviamo.
My faith will guide me.
Cazzo di Astarion. Ok, sta nascosta. E anche te, Astario, se riesci. Per muoverti nascosto, sono più tranquillo.
Let's keep to the shadows.
Grazie. Ok. Salviamo prima di fare stronzate. Starion c'ha il saltino più corto anche della consigliera. Così siamo più sicuri comunque col combattimento a turni. Speriamo solo di farcela.
Shall we? Stand carefully.
Can't give up now.
What's the story?
Quietly now.
Facciamo fare un salva partita. Che ci siamo. E togliamo la veletta a torni.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Yeah. Mamma mia, pure le missioni di infiltrazione. Quella è ancora nascosta.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
Va bene. Non so perché era ancora con lui, però va bene. Punti esperienza, dai. Mi ha fatto bene esplorare la zona. Tra l'altro c'era ancora roba da esplorare. No.
Why, hello, lover.
Ah, mi fa piacere, cara cuore scuro, però non è il momento. Dobbiamo andare a vedere cosa c'è qua sotto, che magari... Io spero ci fosse il Granduca, però effettivamente il Granduca ho sperato che non fosse già nella sala delle udienze, perché magari l'avessero lasciato un attimino in prigione per sicurezza, no? Il posto più sicuro della prigione qual è? E invece... no.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Belli, tutti che scompaiono così. Cioè. Effettivamente farlo in 4 era difficile come cosa step. Per non dimenticare. Ok. Non ci resta che entrare nella sala dell'udienza. Non lo so. Ho paura, ma penso farlo oggi che domani sera.
Are the gods truly this petty?
What happens next is out of our hands.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Tempers are rising.
Vabbè, però sono nella sua parte. Non posso distruggerlo. Beh, effettivamente tutti queste sentinelle meccaniche non mi fanno ben sperare. Quanta vita hanno? 206 luna. No, mamma mia.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
Speriamo. Che culo.
You're asking a lot. But I can wait. For a while at least. Let's get Baldur's Gate safe. Then rip his throat out.
Eccoli,
A
bravo.
moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry.
Quindi?
The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. A prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Prendiamo tempo.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Facciamo prima un'intuizione. Puttana. Se uno è uno. C'è da 1 a 20. Vabbè.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
C'è sempre solo un unico problema, che se io dico di no, non lo so ragazzi, non lo so. Potrei procrastinare, ci penserò ma non prometto niente. Il problema è che se io accetto, poi non lo posso più toccare. Se invece gli dico di no, c'ho tutte le sentinelle d'acciaio contro, e sono tante. Se uccido lui, poi toccherà Orin, però uccidendo Orin e poi tornando da lui, non so se questo patto che andiamo a fare è cioè devo seguirlo per forza. Se tipo una cosa come dei diavoli che ci sono i contratti e fatti quelli, cosa c'è? Fatto il contratto non puoi esimerti dal seguirlo. Io tanto ho salvato poco prima, quindi non andare a fanculo. Vediamo senza andare troppo a fanculo.
So Ketherick was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise. But you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketherick and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
Ho capito, però... Allora, da come parla, io direi anche di sì, però ho tenuto una certa linea d'azione che se io gli dico di sì, sono un po' incoerente. D'altro canto io non lo posso toccare, ma Karlach sì. Non lo so. Il problema è il padre di Will che sta cedendo la città. Una decisione molto difficile. Però è vero, posso ricaricare e cambiare la mia risposta. Io lo attaccherei. Di per sé. Cioè, c'ha proprio una faccia da stronzo. Vediamo cosa succede.
What a shame to refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter.
Yeah, no.
Faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
Tread carefully. Remember, you must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal with the enemy.
Oh, but I most certainly am not. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
No! Those watchers are liable to turn us into cat food if we move a muscle.
Sage advice. My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow.
You're of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Ma filzano.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur'S blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
Quella faccia lì.
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Ormai è fatta.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Go. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to... If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city The people running it were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Lo so, ti devo dire. C'è 18.800 di ste merde di sentinelle. Andiamo a parlare con Mezz'ora, va.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Adesso farà un nuovo accordo per riprendere Will e salvare il Granduca. Allora, entro nella città bassa e poi andiamo nella... no, andiamo prima all'accampamento, va. Devo trovare chi è. Io so già chi è. So già che è la bambina del merda.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Che culo.
The cat peers back. You read something in its eyes. Doubt. Resignation, perhaps.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients and...
Leggere i pensieri. Io ce l'ho come magia. Ma non so dov'è. Mamma mia, stavo pensando di dire, è scappato. Sono sicuro che ce l'ho. Leggere i pensieri. Ah no, una pozione forse. Individuazione dei pensieri, no, no, magia. Questa.
I brought my own pet.
Non me lo fa fare. Sono sicuro che è lui. Ma salvare ho salvato, no? Prima di entrare nell'accampamento. Sì. Dove cazzo è scappato? Non ho capito. Cioè, ha preso e è scappato via così.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
È andato via così. Devo capire come fottere un bambino di merda. Però ho visto, cioè... Non mi fanno fare quello che voglio. Forse la pozione parlare con gli animali. Quello sbobba. Tanto quelle dovrei avercene. Ma non le ha, Elias. Allora. Ho troppa roba che... inutile. Questa lettura della mente.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna.
Why are you so nosy?
Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last. But please, don't.
Ve l'ho detto. Non mi convince questa iena. Ho dovuto cacciarla.
I brought my own paring knife.
Non mi fa leggere. Cazzo.
I brought my own paring knife. And now I just...
Io provo a farlo un'altra volta.
Please.
Quella bambina di merda.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mazora.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mazora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mazora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time I was a boy of 7 or 8 at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
E dove sta mezz'ora? Eccolo lì, bambino di merda. Allora.
I brought my own paring knife.
Non gliene frega un cazzo.
Please, don't look.
un mostro. È lei. Ve l'ho detto. È un mostro. È lui.
I brought my own paring knife.
Io come faccio a cacciarlo dal mio campamento? Come... Porca miseria. Come faccio? Cioè, non è possibile che non posso ucciderlo, non posso cacciarlo, non posso parlarci.
I brought my own. I brought my own pair.
Cioè, non c'è alcuna soluzione. Non c'è una cosa tipo rivela forma, doppelganger, roba del genere.
I brought my own paring knife.
Incredibile, eh. Mi puzzava sin dall'inizio, ma come faccio a...
Please.
Incredibile. Incredibile che non posso gestire il mio accampamento. Questa è una cosa... Cioè, come fai a smascherare un doppelganger?
Keep your distance, darling. Ready or not. The softest touch.
Non lo so. Non ho modo di smascherare un doppelganger. Cioè, non penso ci sia una soluzione. Guardo, ma... Secondo me non c'è. Finché non mi dà lui l'opzione di smascherarlo. Vediamo se dicono qualcosa. Non c'è modo. Vabbè. Ah, cavolo, ditemi che devo fare di nuovo la cosa.
Shit, by all the hounds of the hells, what does she planet? Certain. We'll have until then. Mind flayer's clever, manipulative, and maybe it's true. Or maybe he made an... I meant the chestnut, the second, even with a stroke of it.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Questo non era uscito prima.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or... Her death is no blessing. It is a calculate... My father was tadpole. To exert... These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand.
Va bene. Allora, facciamo che andiamo a dormire e niente. Will non la prova. Ci posso fare niente. Vabbè. Che sorriso smagliante. Ma che cazzo. Che sono queste?
Sisters, be my testament. No
Nuovo accordo.
in Beator.
No tomb sit in Beator.
Che questa è anche carina.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
You do not call upon the sisters. They come when the hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Cosa vi dicevo?
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you Pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody
Lo
Zariel.
sapevo.
I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Quindi lascia i poteri finché non uccide l'assoluta. E poi tanti cari saluti. Fa la cosa giusta. Dona la tua anima. Cioè, come fai a dirgli a uno di donare la sua anima per salvare il padre così? Allora, in sé questa sarebbe la cosa giusta da fare. Però il padre che cosa vorrebbe? Far sacrificare il figlio per lui o che sia libero? Non posso neanche dirgli fai te. D'altronde anche se lo salviamo ci aggirino nella testa.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat Ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Che appunto, come vi dicevo,
I brought my own paring knife, and now I just need some ingredients.
il padre di Will ci aggirino nella testa, quindi anche se l'avessimo salvato sarebbe rimasto... Oh, ma pure quello là mi vuole parlare. Sarebbe rimasto soggiogato oppure trasformato in Mind Flayer. O è già stato trasformato.
I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds and the city from the brain.
Vabbè. Te mezz'ora sei veramente una
Little
stronza.
Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 and that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Ok, termina la conversazione. Salviamo che voglio fare un trick, vedere
Come for a chat?
se riesco.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Vabbè, mi darà una mano a uccidere il cervellone. Meglio di niente. Questo che
Pay a visit to
vuole.
Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Nethery sects are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have 1 or 2 stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Sono irrequieto, ragazzi. So che quella bestiaccia di merda della bambina lì è il mutaforma. Ma non posso farci niente. Quella stronza lì non mi dice dove cavolo è il padre di qui. Vabbè. Non possiamo farci niente. Non posso abbandonare l'accampamento. Ah, perché devo finire il riposo lungo. Forse. E qua succede ancora qualcosa. Prisma astrale. No. Posto così. Bambina di merda.
I brought my own paring knife.
Palle, non posso cacciarla. Maledetto me che l'ho presa. Vabbè. Allora ragazzi, continuiamo poi domani sera con Baldur's Gate. Entreremo nella città bassa e vediamo che cosa scopriremo. Più che altro dobbiamo trovare un modo per sconfiggere le sentinelle di Gortash, sconfiggere Orin e poi decidere cosa fare con Orpheus. Io lo libererei, il problema è che poi mi fa fuori, sicuramente fa fuori l'imperatore. Quindi boh, non lo so. Siamo a 71 ore di gioco. Vabbè. Allora ragazzi, domani sera nuova live con Baldur's Gate 3 e vediamo di trovare una soluzione. Non dico a tutti i problemi, ma almeno ad alcuni. Buona serata e buonanotte a tutti.